Yeah, we kind of figured we'd have a game coming up this weekend. We get the opportunity to play Friday, a game earlier. It's a little less time to recover, so to say, but I think we're all excited for another opportunity to compete. Um, a team like Rutgers, somebody who I guess was on their schedule the first time. So we finally get them back on our schedule, and it's going to be nice to go compete. Hopefully, we get to see Noah there and reconnect with him a little bit.
Andrew Ward, KLKN.
Yeah, Austin, I was going to ask you about Noah. Just have you had a chance to talk to him at all this season? Have you looked at his numbers and just what have you seen from him so far? And how excited are you to have the chance to compete against him, hopefully if he gets to play here?
Yeah, I mean, Noah's still one of my best friends. I've played basketball with him since middle school. We've been on the same team, same AAU teams, and we talk every week. I mean, it's not just because he went to another school, it's not like I'm going to just like completely put him off to the side. He's still one of my good friends. We chat football all the time. He's been doing great things at Rutgers. He's been balling out, and that's good for him because he's an athlete. I mean, I think he really I think he deserved in a lot of ways to be an athlete somewhere. We had 3 great quarterbacks here competing for the job. Noah went on to Rutgers, and he's doing great things for them, so it was good to see.
Parker Gabriel, Journal-Star.
Hey, Austin. Scott, after the game, talked about consistency and just needing more of it in general. What goes into developing that, and where do you think you guys as an offense are in the process of trying to develop consistency?
Consistency, I mean, that comes with repetitions. We get a lot during the week, and a week like this, which shortened up, we gotta take a little extra time in the meeting rooms, little extra time walking through in the afternoons, just walking through the game plan. It takes a little extra time on your free time in a week like this to go over what we need to get accomplished in a short week. But when it comes to consistency in the games, getting yourself mentally in the right place to go, that's where we need to get a little bit better at, I think, leading up to the game.
Brian Christopherson.
Hey, Austin, were you surprised by Saturday's game? Because Scott said you guys practiced really well. I mean, what did you think of just sort of the disconnect between having really good practices and maybe not the performance you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that happens sometimes. You have a great week of practice, and sometimes things just don't come together on Saturday. I do agree that was one of our best weeks of practice. Coach Frost didn't really have to say anything when it comes to us accomplishing what we need to get done. We sensed it ourselves running through the offense. We could see that I didn't do that block right, and somebody else saw it, and they'd be like, "Oh, let's run it back. Let's reload that play. You didn't do that right," and we could accomplish it ourselves. And so that allowed Coach Frost to view other things at a different perspective because we could take care of things ourselves. It's just on Saturday, I don't think we accomplished as a team what we needed to accomplish as up to our standards, so to say. And that'll get better as the more we work on it.
Evan Bland, World Herald.
Hey, Austin, you guys are playing, your 7th Big Ten game in as many weeks. You're playing deep into December. I guess, could you describe what's the effect of that weekly grind mentally, physically on you guys as you're finishing out this regular season?
Yeah, it's for sure. You could say it's taxing. It's usually in a normal season you'll have a bye week here and there. Coach Frost made an emphasis after practice to be in the cold tubs, to stretch, to do everything you can to get your bodies right. I know there's a handful of us just now after practice was doing a little yoga session to get our bodies right, stretch it out. That was my first time ever doing that, and that was I'll be doing that here again soon. But it was a big emphasis after practice to take care of our bodies because it is week 7, 8. I don't even know what game it is now, but it's deep into the season with no break, so to say. So the emphasis on taking care of our bodies is at an all-time high.
Whose idea was the yoga?
It was actually Travis. Travis got together with the trainer last week and the trainer walked him through it, and he said, "You need to try this." I mean, it got me right, and I said, "Okay, I've never done it before, but I'll give it a shot." And I did, and my body feels great right now.
Sam McEwen, World Herald.
Hey, Austin. Why do you think you guys have struggled in the second halves of games this season?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason. It's football. Sometimes things just don't go your way. I mean, the consistency we need as an entire offense needs to continue through the whole game. We need to execute from play 1 to play 70. It needs to happen through the whole game, and sometimes I think in the second half, just that lapses a little bit, and that's on us as leaders to try and make sure that doesn't happen ever again here at Nebraska.
You've been really insightful and thoughtful over the years just about where the team is in terms of its, mental approach to the game. How do you think in that way, specifically as it relates to you guys win a game, play pretty well at Purdue, and then don't play as well the week after? That happened earlier this season too with Illinois. So in 2 home games that you guys had after wins, you weren't able to follow them up. Why do you think that is, and where do you guys need to get better in that in terms of the mental approach?
Yeah, I think this year it's just a coincidence. We didn't play necessarily as good after a win. I mean, there's a lot of guys that were in the staff 2 years ago. At the end of the season, we won 4 straight games. I mean, it's not necessarily that I think we were coasting after a win. I think it's just we didn't execute as well as the game after, and that needs to be taken care of as leaders. And I mean, we've seen it happen before. We can win consecutive games in a row. We just need to continue on the execution path.
Thank you.
A couple more quick ones for Austin. Steve Sipple, Journal-Star.
Kind of piggybacking on Sam's question, Austin, how close do you think this offense is to maximizing? How close to fulfilling its potential do you think this offense is right now in Game 8 coming up?
It's almost over repeated how close. I mean, Frost says it, Lubick says it. We're so close. I mean, I'm watching film after these on Sunday morning, and I'm seeing these on my iPad here, and I'm seeing the whole play executed perfectly, and then there's one guy that misses his block, or one guy that runs the wrong way, gets the wrong signal, that like screws up the whole play, and it's just frustrating because we're so close, and it's just like if I could go back and like in the play in that time, just make sure everybody's got the right thing. It's just that this offense is built to execute based on 11 guys doing the right job. It can't happen with just 10, but we're so close, and I'm seeing that on film every week, and it's frustrating that we can't get that one guy to get that done, but that's on us as leaders to make sure that doesn't happen in practice, so it carries over into the game, so all 11 are executing at all times.
On the bright side, you did get your first touchdown. What was that play like? What's that feel like? I mean, how much of an achievement do you feel like that is for you?
Yeah, we always joked in the tight end room that I was a little cursed about getting a touchdown. 2 years ago, we ran a trick play, and the ball was underthrown. Last year, we had many opportunities, just didn't get the job done. And last week, I'm tripping over my own feet on a wide-open score. And we always said it was cursed a little bit. So once I saw that play call in the red zone and the defensive look, I knew I was probably going to score here, and the curse was going to be broken, so to say. But it was a blessing. I finally got the opportunity to get in the end zone. Hopefully there's many more to come.
We'll finish up, Austin, with Kevin Suits, 10-11.
Austin, with this being the last game, is there an element of you guys in the offensive room just begging your coaches to really unload the playbook and throw a bunch of things maybe that we haven't seen so far this season?
Our offense is pretty unique in itself. Every week we always got stuff we can come to. I don't think necessarily just because it's the last game we're going to throw everything in the book at them. We're going to take care of what we need to take care of as an offense. It's just we got to execute what play is called, and if he gives us something crazy, we're going to go execute it. I don't think that's. I think we're gonna go run our offense, and we're gonna go take care of us, and that's what I think what needs to happen if we want to go win.